Time to do a little night fishing here on Burnin. Welcome to another show. We're in Minnesota for the second weekend here. Last weekend we were on Vermilion, but we could not manage to put a fish into the net after a day and a half of fishing. So we only had a small amount of time to fish there, but still managed to have some cool boat side action and a near miss for Jake on a big fish, which was a pretty cool attempted strike. So I wish we could have got hooks into that one, but didn't happen. So we're actually fishing a lake here for the first time ever. We have never spent any time on it, so we're going to be going in blind and we're going to see what we can figure out, so stay tuned. Night fishing turned into day fishing, and we didn't have any action until daylight hour. So about 7:30 a.m. I raised the first fish. It was a big fish. Not too long after, Jake raised another fish. So both of those fish were very nice. 48 plus is what we kind of estimated them to be. So got the blood pumping and got us rushing a little bit. But we ended up having about 9 hours into fishing that lake, and then we pulled off. So we took a break to sleep, and now we are back on a new body of water. About to explore this one and see what we can figure out. So we've, from what we can understand so far, is should be a pretty good weed edge to fish here, and we're starting out in about 10 to 12 feet of water and going from there. So we're going to be casting this. We got about an hour and a half or so to sunset, and we'll keep going from there. See what the night brings. Oh, that's a good one. What's he doing here? Right there. Okay, on this side. Here. Oh yeah. Right after the intro. That's like 2 shows in a row now. Like filming intros and you're freaking hitting fish. Brand new water, hey. And what, we've been here for not very long. Half hour barely. Relax. She eats the extra, huh? Yeah. Hey, I got a good one on this bait finally. Yeah, there you go. I had to do a little restoration though. We'll get bump board out here. Had a zip tie her back together. Walleye color X-toad. Just pretty ripped up from earlier this season. I had to put a couple zip ties to hold it together, but finally got a nice one on it. $43. Sweet. Yeah. Not here for very long. Nice 43 incher. Clean, clear fish on the X-toad. So, get a picture and get her back. we go. So as we figured here, the weed edge has produced a fish right off the bat. So we are set up in about think I mentioned 10 to 12 feet of water, casting up into the weeds, pulling off. With Jake's running the X-Toad, I'm running blades. So I lost or missed a fish earlier too. Not sure if it was a pike or a musky, but we've got action so far. So we gotta keep rolling.
When you want to fish moon times and you only have a certain amount of time to get back and you're 45 minutes away from the campground, you just bring your sleeping bag with, sleep on the boat.
Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So it's about 12:30 a.m. We got moon in a few hours, so we're gonna do some sleeping on the boat. I ended up raising one more good fish after Jake caught his. It was a 48 incher at least. So we went back on that one at moonrise, and we didn't have any action since. We're hoping we got a different story in the morning, so we'll see you then. That is how our second weekend in Minnesota ends. We managed to put one fish into the net and raise 6 others, 3 of which were 48 or better from our best estimates. So we contacted some nice fish, but could not get them to eat. I mean, overall it was a tough bite for us, and we struggled, a little bit on this new water, but it's kind of the growing pains of expanding your horizons. And that was kind of our intent with this weekend. Was we knew we wanted to change things up and find new places to fish and put ourselves in a better position to contact big fish, and that's what we did this weekend. So this was actually a longer weekend for us, so we took a full day out of our 3-day weekend here to explore a brand new big body of water for us. And when you're doing that, it definitely takes quite a bit of time away from fishable hours, just trying to find weed edges and different structure and learn the lake. So those are the parts you don't necessarily see when it comes to filming and fishing, but it's all part of the chase though, and putting the time in now can reap rewards in the end, and that's what we're hoping for. Also, another point we wanted to mention, as noted, this was a 3-day weekend, and Jake and I were talking on the way back and kind of adding up hours and tallying things, and we figured out we had just over 16 hours on the road driving this weekend, and in the 3 days that we were able to fish, we slept for about 14 and a half, so we actually spent more hours on the road driving than we did sleeping this weekend. But I guess that's what a guy will do to chase big fish. So also another interesting fact was this last outing and last lake that we fished. So we actually were on the water during 5 different sun and moon times. So we fished through sunset, moonrise, moon overhead, moonset, and sunrise. None of those produced any action for us, which was surprising and interesting. So we had different weather this weekend, fronts rolling through just to the south of us and around us, and water temps that are stuck on the high end. But still, good to get out on the water and put ourselves in a position to catch fish. So it's always nice casting, and we enjoy our time on the water. But this concludes another week of Burnin 8, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed yet another episode. We gotta truly thank you for the support. We appreciate it. It keeps us rolling, so thank you for watching. That is it for this week, guys. We'll see you soon.